Just months after the start of the First World War came a landmark of time to come. The second of 5 battles which would take place near Ypres, a Belgian city, changed warfare as it was known forever. As the battle started, the events that would take place were unimaginable. If not for the persistence and quick thinking of the Canadian forces, the change this battle created might have been greater than it already was. The Second Battle at Ypres consisted of 5 actual battles. The first battle, known as the Battle of Gravenstaffel, began with the Germans executing a strategy they had never used before in war: chemical warfare. On April 22, 1915, the Germans released 171 tons of chlorine gas on the French troops, starting the first battle. This immediately caused chaos among the French line as the French forces began to flee in different directions in order to escape the gas, leaving a gap in their line. The German forces, equipped with cotton pads soaked in sodium thiosulfate solution to withstand the gas, began to push through the gap. If not for a counter-bayonet charge executed by Canadian and British forces, the German surprise chemical attack would have ended the battle that day. While the effects of the chemical attack were not as catastrophic as they seemed in the first instance, the attack was the direct cause of anywhere between 800 to 1,400 French fatalities. Apart from the on-field deaths, the Daily Mail reported that those who did not die in the attack seemed to be making a good recovery. This first encounter served as a learning point for the Allied forces, so the Allied forces set out to develop a better-suited gas mask and offered the solution of urinating on a handkerchief and breathing through it in the meantime. On the German side, only 12 gas-related deaths were reported. The Allied forces reported 5,000 casualties from the first encounter alone, while the Germans' death toll remained unknown. The German and Allied forces met again on 3 more occasions. The first of the 3, known as the Battle of St. Julien, lasted from April 24th to May 5th, just 11 days. This encounter was the first instance where the Allied forces tried their makeshift gas mask against the German gas, but many soldiers reported that it was difficult to fight using them. And the next 2 encounters, known as the Battle of Friesenberg, which lasted from May 8th to May 13th, and the Battle of Bella Verde, which lasted only 1 day from May 24th to the 25th, the German forces used a tactic of poison gas attacks, followed by artillery and then an infantry advance. This allowed the Germans to take control of the leftmost and northernmost parts of the British line. This marked a German victory for the Second Battle of Ypres. By the end of the Second Battle of Ypres, the death toll was astronomical. The German forces saw almost 35,000 casualties, the British saw almost 60,000, and the Canadian forces saw a little over 3,000. The battle set a precedent for Germany that would not only follow them for the rest of the war, but also follow them into the next war as they used poisonous gas on their own people. The Battle of Ypres stands important because not only does it signify the start of chemical warfare, but also the start of exploring counter methods to defend against such heinous attacks.